Okay, Canelo comes out for fight week. The American media, and it usually happens with like the younger American media, and it's usually DAZN influenced, for lack of a better term.
You know what it is? What it actually is like someone at DAZN who's probably older knows like what Barstool Sports is because they watched like CNN or Fox News, and they like saw Dave Portnoy getting accused of some bad shit or whatever, and they like looked into Barstool and they were like, "Oh, we need to do like our own Barstool. We need our own Barstool type guy, and that guy will trot Canelo out." And I believe the term you used when we were texting about it this week was they treat this guy because of the fact that he is Mexican and his first language is Spanish. He doesn't speak English. He doesn't speak English fluently. He does speak it fluently. There's no question you could ask him where he needs a translator.
Right. At this point, he kind of does.
He speaks fluent English, but because he like isn't a wordsmith, because he isn't Shakespeare, he's not a poet. They treat him like he's a retard.
They treat him like he's a retard. This was the actual conversation we had earlier this week. Yes, they treat him like he's a retard. We've seen this for years, though. We've seen this when Canelo didn't know how to speak too good of English, and we still see it to this day. So you sent me a clip. It was by this reporter. I believe his name is Dan Bongino of Fox News fame.
The Gargini brothers, yeah.
He's a Gargini. He has a podcast with Chris Algieri. We like Chris Algieri for sure. Okay. Respect to Algieri. Really, truly respect to Algieri. Bongino, not so much. But you sent me the clip, and I don't think this is his fault, right? We've all been down this road. I'm sure DAZN asked him to do it. He said, he wants to fucking make it along in this business. He says, okay, I'll do it. We'll see a clip of Bongino here doing something that I would consider to be a cringe reporter behavior. If you're listening to the audio version, this is Dan. Actually, I'm reading it now. His name is Canabio, asking Canelo if he knows the Gen Z terms of Gen Z, okay? And Canabio is going to be running it down to Canelo. Keep in mind, I believe he's older than Canelo. And I also believe that
Canelo is 33 years old. This guy is, I Googled it, 36.
Correct.
He's older than Canelo. He's not Gen Z.
He's not even Gen Z.
And these terms he's using
are gay, okay?
They're not just gay, but like, I'm 26. I wouldn't be caught dead using 90% of these terms we're about to show Canelo. They're also not what the youth is talking like. No. I would not, if I was trying to pick up a girl who was like 20, 21, I don't know why I would be doing that, or maybe even younger, who knows? If I was doing that, though, I wouldn't be talking this way to them.
No.
I would be, like, it would be gay and cringe to speak this way. So, yeah, let's roll the tape of him teaching Canelo how not to be cool.
Let's roll the tape. Keep in mind, 36 years old. This is him teaching Gen Z slang. He's also not Gen Z, so we'll roll the clip right here.
Bussin'.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Well, these tacos are bussin'. Huh. How about drip?
Drip, no.
Like this outfit. Drip.
You think it's drip?
Do you?
This is drip.
That's drip. Rent free.
No.
It's like when someone lives in your head. Like Benavidez mentions your name all the time. You live rent free in Benavidez's head.
Of course, yeah. Every night.
Goat.
Goat. Yeah, goat. Me, right?
How about cap?
I hear that fucking word.
You lie. Like Oscar was capping yesterday.
Always cap.
Last one, bet.
Bet.
You ever hear this one?
Yeah, they're like, bet.
Yeah, bet. Yeah. Bussin'.
I love that. By the way, I want to play this bussin' again because I think that's hilarious. We got to get this on the soundboard. Hold on, here it is. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, bet. Yeah. Bussin'.
So that's Dan Bongino bussin' on your ass. So listen, so you might just say, okay, all right, so what's the point? That's a one-off shitty interview. It's not that cringe. But when you take it into context of what we've been seeing, the behavior we've been seeing over the course of time with Canelo, this is not just a one-off thing, right? So Donagh sends me this clip.
Yeah.
I realize, I mean, obviously, and for all the reasons that it does suck, it's not, bet is a word that's been around for 30 fucking years. And if we're really using the real word bet, it's been around since the beginning of time. Bussin'.
This guy, by the way, I just Googled it while we were watching the clip. What age constitutes Gen Z? If you were born I barely barely scrape in by 28 days, 1997. I was in December 97, so barely. And I would probably consider myself more of a millennial anyway. And I'm 26, so I'm on the younger end of that. 97 is the year, and 2012. If you were born in 2012, you are now 13 or 14. How nuts is that? But that's Gen Z, and completely. You're not 13 or 14. You're 12. Sorry, terrible maths. But it's psychotic to be speaking this way. What if this were an honest segment? This guy, Obi-Wan Kenobi guy, he would be teaching him how to say things like "word to your mother."
Right,
and you know,
right.
Be teaching him how to say,
Yo, homeboy, oh, yo. Yeah, I don't get it. And Canelo seems like not that Canelo is a much more cultured guy. Like Canelo spends his free time playing golf. He's a very well-spec'd, well-dressed, well-spoken guy. Even in English, his English is pretty fucking good now. And Spanish, I can hear it. I've got the Spanish ear. He's very eloquent. You know, he's probably got...
except for what he called De La Hoya Maricon, which is the kind of word I wouldn't say in English.
That's a term of endearment in the Spanish culture. No, but Canelo's probably got like cartel member friends that have all the coolest stuff, all the nicest stuff. He doesn't need to be and have access to people that know all the lingo and the slang. He doesn't need to be told anything by some fucking guy, some reporter, right? We've seen this behavior before. We're going to get to that. So I have that nugget of information in my head. I'm watching the fucking telecast on DAZN. They run like this little promo, and I get it. They got to run these puff pieces. I want you to see this. This is a little bit longer. If you're listening to the audio version, please fucking subscribe to the YouTube. You need to be able to watch the video to follow along. We're going to watch this thing. This is a DAZN collab with a guy named Large from Barstool Sports. Seems like a
shout out Large. I actually like the guy. He was very nice when I met him at the I actually sat in his seat at the Teofimo Lopez George Kambosos Jr. fight, Hulu Theater at the time in Madison Square Garden, and he was very polite. If I recall correctly, he maybe let me sit in his seat and went and sat in the much shittier seat that I was assigned. So we love that guy, but some of this stuff I haven't seen the segment yet.
You haven't seen it yet.
Sometimes this stuff can be rough.
On you. This is about a 3-minute clip, folks. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Want to fight about it? We'll give you the video. But yeah, let's roll this YouTube clip. It's more of the same. All right.
T-Mobile Arena that I'm going to be tuning into, and you should also on DAZN. Nobody knows this, but it's actually Canelo and my 5th anniversary since the first time I spoke to him before the Danny Jacobs fight. And I don't know what to give the man who has everything. So I decided to get a tattoo of his symbol, the C and A. I'm going to show him it and try to surprise him. Let's see how it goes.
That's an insane thing to do.
This is an insane.
How are you, brother? What's going down? What do you got for me? Holy, are you out of your mind? This is a back piece. We bring this thing down at least half, and we got ourselves a deal.
This is an insane person.
Dragging a vibrating needle across my back.
There's no way, if this was Canelo Alvarez's best friend,
it's me with Canelo Alvarez, my favorite fighter of all time. I'm no longer saying favorite fighter of all time because Canelo is officially my favorite athlete of all time.
Folks, so if you're listening,
are we able to pause?
Yeah, I'm pausing it right now. If you're listening to the audio only, this guy Large from Barstool, this is a DAZN segment, is getting, and this is like a kind of like a slice of life little fucking clip that they're running. He's getting a tattoo on his shoulder of the Canelo Alvarez logo. This is a guy that met Canelo about 5 years ago at the Jacobs fight, Canelo versus Jacobs fight. I was at that fight too. And that's the last time he's seen him. He got to interview him there. Big whoop. I got to interview Canelo there too, and also don't have a Canelo tattoo. But now this guy's gotten the tattoo, okay, and he's sitting here to do what exactly I don't know. But let's just press play.
Canelo's my favorite celebrity of all. You have a lot of hats to wear when it comes to me. It's been 5 years, and your English has gotten excellent. On top of the fact that you're the super middleweight champion of the world, undisputed. So you got a lot of stuff on your plate. Champion of the world.
It's me. I was this. I was that.
it's all about me. It's all about how whatever you wear many hats. I wish this large guy would wear a hat, just one, but it's terrible. It's crazy that you would present this to some like. I can't believe Canelo puts up with this stuff.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is the fucking point we're getting at. All right, let's press play. This is the point.
Yeah.
Tank wouldn't deal with this. Tank wouldn't deal with this. Floyd wouldn't deal with this. He would say,
Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't think a fucking who's the Filip Hrgovic. I don't think that kind of guy puts up with this kind of thing.
This guy would have gotten the tattoo. Floyd would have said, he did what? And we're doing what? And this is for what? And nigga, what? He would have said, fuck no, I ain't doing that shit. And that's that. And this guy would be running around with a fucking TMT tat. But because it's Canelo, because they think that he doesn't even know fucking which way is up, he's just wandering on, hey, my name is Canelo, I gotta get on my low rider. They don't think that he knows.
I remember this guy that I met 5 years ago.
Guy 5 years ago. So, and this guy starts to
interview. This is Lou DeBella. I remember him. Yeah, he's a great promoter.
Oh, the Lucef DeBella. I like this one.
Oh, this is Lou DeBella, man.
So, this guy does the thing, and we've already heard me. We're going to hear some more me.
Disputed, so you got a lot of stuff on your plate. I said 5 years because you don't know this. Today is the 5-year anniversary of the first time I ever interviewed you. It was before the Daniel Jacobs fight. This is just happens to be it. It's 5 years today. So it was a long time ago. Since it's our anniversary, I said to myself, I got to give this guy...
This whole episode is going to be the Canelo... it's going to be this interview. This is going to be the whole episode. Canelo... I've never seen a more polite face. Oh, yeah.
Bro, he's so... Donagh, he's so polite, bro. He's so fucking polite. We're watching more of these. He's so fucking polite.
I've never seen a more like, okay, that's cool. Like, but he's not letting it show. I mean, this guy is incredible.
In Canelo's mind, he's like, English. In Canelo's mind, he's like, I did 100 fucking interviews that day, dog. Yeah, sure.
And since in the last 5 years, I've done a bazillion.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, large.
Back. You guys have been so great to me. So what do? Then I remembered that you kind of like when I'm in a little bit of pain.
Jesus. Look at this.
I'm gonna be.
I'm me.
Yeah.
Watch.
Holding back.
Here we go. So he's in the ring with Canelo. Canelo hits him with a body shot, and then they cut to an image of this guy's filthy fucking toilet bowl at his filthy fucking house, to where he's got some kind of like. I mean, obviously he's trying.
We get a little glimpse. We get a little glimpse of his feet too.
Yeah,
you're a little bit in the way of his feet, but yeah, we get the toots in there for free on the DAZN broadcast. That's what most people paid the $50 for, was they were trying to see Large's feet.
Right, and clearly a hotel room, because there's no. This is a hotel room. Look at and then if it's not a hotel room, what, you don't put a fucking. Look at this. You don't put a garbage bag inside your fucking. Inside where you throw your paper out, you just throw little shit-covered fucking napkins inside that, raw dog.
By the way, I know that he's going for he was pissing blood here. That's Kool-Aid.
It's not
in the
blood.
toilet.
Well, that's what I was getting at. That is not blood. I don't know what the fuck that is. That is not blood. If you were pissing like that after a body shot from Canelo, you'd be in major fucking trouble, hombre. You'd be fucking hurting. So, again, this is all... This is 2 minutes into the interview. We know nothing more about Canelo. We know a lot about this guy, Large Professor. And we like this guy too. So
he's a friend of mine. Yeah, I love him.
Today, about a half hour ago.
So now he shows the tattoo to Canelo.
Is that something else?
Look.
Yeah. So
is recent?
Yeah.
It's real?
I'm a 53-year-old father of 3. Wow. I've been married for 25 years.
Okay, we got to pause there. Look at Canelo's face. Canelo touches it. He's like this. He's like, "Is real? This is real." And then the guy tells him it's real. He backs up and he's like, "Wow, it's real. It's actually real.
Oh my god, this guy actually got a real tattoo.
This is a crazy. Do you mind if I use the bathroom real quick?" And then he goes to the bathroom. You hear the fucking car. And he just fucking peels, bro. That's what I would do if I'd say, "Oh, this is a fucking psychotic person. I'm out of here." So he leaves off, what? I'm a 52-year-old father of 3, I believe he's getting ready
Yeah, he's
to
been
say.
married for 25 years.
Married for 25
Married
years.
for a long time.
Okay, so
Tattoos. One of them is of my wife. I keep it right here. And the other
Right.
one is
a tattoo of his bitch wife. No, we love Lars.
so there you go. Happy
appreciate
anniversary.
it so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. No, I appreciate the stuff. You just recently got a new tattoo. What did you just get?
A bear.
A big bear. Right on the back. What's that symbolize?
So that's another example, right? And that's fucking nuts. I was watching this last night, Donagh. You were with me in spirit. I was watching this and I was saying this is fucking crazy, right? This is all recent too. This Dan Canabio, this interview with Canelo, but this didn't start here. I've got one from 2018.
No. The reason we're highlighting it now is that this is prevalent. It is an issue. Eddie Hearns kind of introduced us to it a little bit because when Canelo was with Golden Boy, he was a little bit more like, because I think he didn't get on with Oscar as well as he got on with Eddie. Because Eddie's, like we say, Eddie's a snake oil. So or that's what you think. I think he's actually great. But he's very good at building a relationship. Like these fighters think he's their friend. They forget that he's like pushing 50. He's not anywhere near Canelo's age, but he carries on like someone who's, he's younger than Oscar, and he's definitely younger than like Al Heyman or fucking Bob Arum or something, or any of the other people he's working with. So Eddie's able to like make you feel more comfortable, feel more of your friend. But since he started working with Eddie, we're seeing a lot more of this like silly Canelo stuff, and it is getting to the point now where it's like, okay, if I'm his publicist, I'm saying no more fucking 70-year-old geriatrics getting tattoos of him, and we have to sit there and grin and bear this shit. No more of this.
No, and I don't want any more of it. And yeah, no, I do agree. I think it comes from the DAZN. I think that's their angle. I think on some level they missed the mark on the American market. I don't think they realize that we don't typically like that. We would like more of a. I mean, fuck this guy Canabio. He's saying bussin'. I don't know who the fuck they think is watching boxing, but it's not Gen Z kids.
Again, but if let's say for whatever reason
He should have said.
Yeah, so
he
Gen
should have
Z.
said. He should have said bussy. You know bussy. Okay, if he was talking about boy pussy,
you know what
I would say,
skibbity
okay,
toilet
this
is?
now he's right now you're going down a road that's fucking. It's internet culture. It's bussy. It's fucking. It's funny. Okay, let's talk about bussy. Bussin', I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I don't know nothing.
If he drops in like Canelo, would you consider yourself a Sigma male? Like that kind of thing.
That's fire as fuck. That would be fire as fuck, bro.
If he's showing him Fuentes clips, that's the kind of thing. We want to see Fuentes we want to see Canelo being forced to watch Nick Fuentes clips. That's what I think is what the DAZN should be leaning into.
Well, and listen, and just to give you an idea, this is something that's been going on for years. This is a clip from 2018.
Oh no, dude! You know what they should do?
What?
They should have a guy showing Canelo what he thinks is going to be fight highlight clips, but then it's like a clip of like a podcast where there's some like prostitute girl who does OnlyFans, and there's like a guy telling her she's a slut and a whore. You know those types of things.
Oh yeah.
That's
Canelo's gotta
internet
do.
culture,
Canelo's
baby.
gotta do like fresh and
Canelo
fit
has
kind
to
of.
sit there and watch it and be like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting."
I don't. They say she's a hooker. This one, or she's a whore, or why they say that to her?
They call her a puta. Is she a puta?
I believe this woman is a puta bitch.
But that's internet culture. Is you have to sit around. I mean, if you're the kind of guy like me, if you're a Gen Z like I am, Gen Z, and you're like on your phone, all you fucking see is those types of guys. Is the there's one, like, I guess Fresh and Fit is what it is. There's one guy who does this thing called Whatever Podcast. You ever see this guy?
Mm-mm.
The entire show is just, he's this guy, completely normal guy. He's nothing special about him. And nobody watches this podcast. But I wonder if it's a real podcast at all. But he like hires these OnlyFans girls to come in, and then he just tells them they're sluts and whores.
Pigs and sluts and whores.
Yeah. And that's like the whole show. And people eat this shit up, millions and millions of views. They should show Canelo. Oh, bro. They should do Smash or Pass with Canelo. And it's like Candace Owens or Pearl Davis.
Smash.
You know?
No, you have to pick. No, you have to pick Canelo.
I both.
No, but just one.
He goes,
I
"Hey,
do.
man,
I
hey,
take
man, I
the
like
two. I pay for the two.
No, just the one.
Take
Canelo.
both of them, man.
I take the white and the black.
No, Canelo, just one.
Okay, I can have the black and then afterwards the white.
No, just fucking one. Goddamn it. No.
And by the way, it's still insane to me that they have. Yeah, so they're going for Gen Z. They're going for the Barstool bros, the college bros. So who do they have? 36-year-old Canobio, and what did this guy say? He was 62.
He's 52 years old. But also, but it's not even. It's like this is not the audience. This isn't who's watching the fights. Like look at boxing Twitter. Look at the most popping Twitter accounts. Some of these guys I know, like from the boxing media community, because like these big Twitter accounts will sometimes apply for credentials and get them just based on the fact that they've got a following, and they'll just show up to the fight and just be fans, and they'll sit in media row and stuff like that. So I know like some of these guys that just have big Twitter followings. And all these dudes are like, they're all in their mid-30s. This is not Gen Z people. Like, so it's just a very weird, I don't know where the fuck they're going with it, but they've been at it for a while. Here's a clip from Ak and Barak from 2018. Okay, they're taking Canelo shopping as if Canelo needs to be fucking told the clothes to wear. It's a long clip. If you're listening to the
Ak and
podcast
Barak
version,
are going they're going to teach Canelo all he needs to know about fashion.
I'm going to try and just give you guys the highlights. So we'll pull it up right now.
Alvarez and his team that never fought in New York City. They never dealt with that brutal New York winter.
Word. Listen, New York is ready for Canelo on December 15th, so we got to get Canelo and his team ready for New York.
Can we please go back to the start of that? I'm sorry, I know that I'm fucking with our clips, but please go back to the start of that clip.
Okay.
We need to see. So the light skinned guy is Ak, right?
The light skinned guy is Ak. Yep.
Of course, even though in real life, light skinned guy is Barak. But okay. So Ak is clearly the talent of this duo.
You think that Ak's a talent?
Well, watch this clip. So watch Ak introduce us to this segment and try to make us interested in it.
I think Barak is very embarrassed. But I'll press
to be
play.
doing this, yeah.
yeah, I'll press play.
And his team that
I think Barak is like a Juilliard actor, like from a young age, was a child prodigy, fucking brought up the old school way, started in Hamlet, Shakespeare, all the greats, and somehow found himself in a troubled path, and now it's found his way to fucking DAZN. But yeah, we'll press play.
never fought in New York City. They never dealt with that brutal New York winter.
Word. Listen, New York is ready for Canelo on December 15th.
Word.
So we
The
gotta
speed
get
at
Canelo
which,
and
like,
his
he,
team ready for New York.
he gives this whole thing. It's, hey man, the New York winter. This guy never fought in that shit before. It's so crazy. It's high energy. We're introducing him to fucking New York in the winter. Blah 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 blah. And this dipshit to his left goes, word.
Doesn't care about
Completely
nothing.
brings the energy down. These two are not a good duo, bro.
Not a good duo. And we would like for them to break up. This is one of the goals of this show. If we ever do anything, we just want to break these guys up. So, fans of ours, please help us. We would like to start a campaign to break up Ak and Barak. I know that they would take it personal. Ak and Barak, they'd be like, "What the fuck? Why do you want us? Or why are you hating on us or whatever?" Listen.
Yeah. Us hating on them would be the only feedback they've ever gotten because we'd be the only people who ever watch this shit. But please.
But not even that. It's like, so listen, the Beatles broke up. Are you better than the Beatles? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
So if you can't...
One Direction broke up. What, do you think you're better than 1D?
Right. So listen, if you're not at One Direction level, you're not better. If you're not better than the Beatles, I think it's time for you guys to break up. And they're still rocking and rolling, but we will fucking get them. I'm going to press play here. I want you to see this, though, too. The DAZN misses the mark on a lot of things. So this is Ak and Barak. This is like their presenters of the video. And watch this little clip. I'll tell you what I think.
Woo.
They're walking out with Louis bags, Gucci bags.
Canelo's gonna like the stuff I picked better.
All kinds of shit.
You wildin'.
Right? That they brought for Canelo. They're cool dudes. Again, who are you marketing this to? This is, you've got 40-year-old men, 35-year-old men, motherfuckers out there that are talking about Fire Stick Gang. They don't even want to pay the $90 to watch the fight. We don't want to see two guys walking around with Gucci and Louis and fucking Birkin bags. That's not the reality.
And by the way, and can we just paint the picture of the person watching this? It's midnight on the East Coast. It's 5 a.m. over here in the UK and Ireland. it's fucking. We're so late. All we want is to just watch the fucking fight, and we have to sit through these guys buying Canelo clothes. It's unbelievable.
It's the furthest removed from actual boxing. So there's like a bunch of B-roll. Here they meet up with Canelo, right? It's like, hey, yo, what's up? Yo.
Yeah, yo, your boy.
Good. Good to see you. Listen, we spent a lot of money shopping for you.
And a lot of time. That's
I
hard.
hope so.
But I remember New York, you never fought there before, right? In the winter time, really cold. You
Just
know,
one time.
One time.
Yeah.
But,
Muy frío.
Yeah.
See? Look,
Yeah,
I'm learning.
muy frío.
You see, they talk to him like a fucking retard. You see? Muy frío.
Frio.
They're
You know the
talking to
word
him.
cold.
He's
dipshit?
talking to them in perfect. And he's like, yes, my name is Canelo Alvarez. I was born on the west coast of Mexico, and my family were both doctors. And they're saying, oh, it's muy frío for you. It's too cold for you on the East Coast. like he's never been anywhere. Go ahead.
People are going to hear us like on this, like doing the accent, all of that stuff, be like, "Oh, that's racist." Blah blah. No, what we're watching is straight up racism towards this Mexican guy.
A fucking unadulterated fucking Mexican racism. We're watching right now.
I was telling him, there's no way he's gonna like his stuff better than mine. I think I'm a better stylist.
We'll see.
But,
I like it.
You like it? You like this? Who picked it?
I did. Thank you.
Lies. Mentiroso.
Mentiroso.
Let's see what we got here.
See, and they're dripping them
This
out.
is New York style.
Matching sneakers.
Yeah. You're gonna feel like you're in LA with that on. It's gonna be so hot. You like it?
Hey, I like it.
Wow. So
That's 1 for 1 for me. This is another one of his. The robot look.
It's too much. It's too much. For
too
me.
loud.
It's aluminum foil.
By the way, that he's not talking
See
about.
women with pink.
He's not talking about the jacket. He's saying this whole thing is too much for me.
It's too loud. It's too much for my ears. It's gonna be too loud for me. You guys talk too much.
He's going. It's too much for me. Please, the segment. It's over.
Good.
He's going. Guys, I just had to watch this 60-year-old man show me his tattoo of my logo. It's too
Please,
much.
I don't want to
It's
do
too
this too
much
much. Too much. It's too loud for me. I don't want this no more. I see tattoos. I see he's too old. They say Gen Z. I know what it means, but I know he's not Gen Z. He's too old.
This fucking guy just asked me what drip is, man. I just want a
So
box.
bad. Here you go, buddy. Put that back on the hanger. Barack, who picked this? You or me?
Valentino, yeah.
Yeah, I picked that.
What do you think?
Good.
Saul?
I like it. How do I?
So look, they're literally dressing Canelo. They're literally fucking dressing who they think is like a poor, impoverished Mexican man. Canelo's been rich for like a decade at this point, by the way. He can buy all
He's
this
pushing
clothes.
a billionaire, surely.
Right, he can buy all this clothes on his own. At this point, he had just signed a DAZN deal for like fucking $300 million. He needs none of this.
This
in his
is
life.
literally, like we said earlier, like, this guy can dress himself. He's not a fucking, he's like, he can fucking move, bro. Like, the way they're treating him is unbelievable. All because English is not his first language.
And we got the freeze frame of Barack right here. This is Barack. He's just looking. He's saying,
Oh, look at that intellectual.
10 years of Juilliard schooling I've squandered for this filth for Edward Hearns. He's fucking just Edward Hearns has sent me.
He speaks like Sidney Poitier.
Yeah,
in his real life voice.
He's like, yeah. Oh man. So yeah, he's fucking. So basically, so we've seen this a million times. I thought it was cool to let you guys know. These are the fight week antics for Canelo. They focus on the weirdest shit. We've seen. I think there was another clip at some point to where he was actually in New York and they bought him Timbs and stuff like that. So just keep an eye out for that. Very fucking weird behavior. So then
It's it is like a Mexican version of like a minstrel show. It's like, oh, this guy's like a successful Mexican. Let's just like be really like. Imagine if it was like, hey Floyd, like if it was two like white hosts, and they were like, hey Floyd, we're gonna show you how to dress. Here, put this suit on.
He would say, I don't need this.
Get out of that shitty tracksuit.
Right.
Put this suit on from fucking.
He said, I ain't wearing this fucking
Louis
bullshit. Where you got this bullshit from? I ain't wearing this shit. That's insane. Floyd would
They
never...
certainly wouldn't try dressing Gervonta Tank Davis live on camera.
Tank would probably spit on the entire fucking clothing rack. He would just fucking hawk a loogie at it, bro. No chance they would do something like that with him. But whatever. So then we get past fight week. Fight happens.